Good evening, everyone. How you doing? Hey, Chris. First one in. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Hope you're well. Back in Tourist Bus Simulator. Another impromptu stream. I like doing these, don't I? Because I did say last night I wasn't going to do one tonight. And I kind of changed my mind. I thought I'd do a little bit more career mode. Because I've not been on this today. Thanks for the like, Christopher. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, as always. Patrick, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Good to see you there. So we'll get started in a couple of minutes. I think I'm going to run this one, which is line 412. It's quite a big one, actually. This one's Corelejo to Costa Calma. So I'll run the first outward leg at this, and then we'll see how we are for time. I've not got masses of time tonight, but I thought I'd do something. Pretty good, Patrick. Thanks very much. So this one's actually worth 8,380. So this is a big one. It's a pretty good run, to be honest. So I'm going to kick this one off now. I'll assign myself to this one. This is my bus. So it's due to start at the 20th of August, which is today, according to the top there. 1500 hours. So what are we now? 10:37 AM. So we're pretty good. So I will hop in the bus. And we'll travel up there. Right. Doors closed. And we'll put on the Wi-Fi. Oh, I can't do that until the engine's started, of course. Put it in drive. Take that off. What else is in this menu? Aircon. Puzzle Peanut, how are you? Reaper, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. So we're doing a big run. This is a big run from Corelejo down to Costa Calma. It's worth around 8.5 grand, this one. So it's a biggie. So as I mentioned at the start, we'll do the first half of this and we'll see how we are for time, I think. Actually, it wants me to go this way. Why does it want me to do that? I should have just gone right there, I think. Wait, hang on a minute. I know what I'm doing here. I'm chasing my tail. I've got a previous sat-nav target in there. That's why it's getting me to go around in circles, silly boy. Hey Myrtle, how are you? I'm good, thanks. Puzzle Peanut, yeah. So I did say I wasn't coming back until tomorrow, but actually I had lots of fun last night on the road stream, so I thought we'll go for an hour, we'll see how we get on. And I know some of you guys were asking for a tourist bus sim again, so I thought I would just jump in and do that, because we'll be on the Steam tomorrow, of course. Now then, I need to go to Corelejo, so let me just set that. So I hope everyone's doing well. Start another week. This is the big week, isn't it? Spirit of Steam for Train Sim World 2 tomorrow, and SnowRunner is also tomorrow. Some of you guys will also be pleased to know that just today I've been having a conversation with Skyhook Games around lawn mowing simulator. So watch this space. That's all I'm saying. That's hot off the press, that one. So we're making our way up to Corelejo first. Myrtle says, picked up TSW2, just need to buy some packs as you've only got the standard edition. Well, Myrtle, very good one coming tomorrow, so if you like steam trains, it'll be a difficult one to start with, I would imagine, but I think it'll be a very rewarding bit of DLC, that one. Yep, see you, Patrick, thanks for coming in. Hey Gordon, how are you? Good to see you again. No patches yet. No news on any patch. It's very difficult to get any sort of latest information from them on that. There's a lot of blame at Sony's door from them certainly, but I'm not sure whether or not there's anything they can do to speed that up. Looking at the Discord, it seems they just left it with Sony now, so we still wait. Also, Myrtle, you're another lawn mowing simulator player, are you? That's good. I think everybody, I think a lot of people are in this chat. Sounds very, very popular. Oh, you're back, Patrick. Fair enough. So our service starts at 1500. I should probably accelerate time, shouldn't I? Let me do that. Let me accelerate to next appointment because that will be a bit better. And the data volume is used up, wouldn't you know it? Right, we'll sort that out once we get to our first bus stop. I tell you what, that Wi-Fi data doesn't last very long, does it? I'm assuming the more buses that you've got, the faster it gets used up. I mean, I keep buying the top tier each time. I keep renewing the top tier, and it gets used pretty quick. I've got 3 buses, I think, at the moment in the fleet, so I've not got a lot of buses really, considering, but it still gets used up quite quickly. So I don't know if there's a trick that I'm missing there. I wish there was a bigger tier of Wi-Fi that you could buy to stop me having to keep going back to the menu all the time. Gordon says, I noticed that that near stop signs, the road markings don't glitch. Do you mean? Yours does. Do you mean it flashes? By glitch, do you mean it flashes, Gordon? Evening, Dave. How are you? Dave says, it's a good job. I don't have to pay for repairs on my plane. I crash landed it again. So so Dave, you've been playing Coastline Flight Simulator, haven't you? No doubt, as a result of seeing the videos that I put on the channel. It's good fun actually. It's a bit of fun. But yeah, if you're crashing that plane, Dave, you need to make YouTube videos because that will be hilarious. I don't know how you managed to crash it. I mean, getting used to where the rudder is and where the acceleration and deceleration is takes a bit of getting used to, but I'd love to see that. I know you hit a fence, you said before, when you took off. I mean, I've done that. You can see that in my videos. It's there in black and white. Well, not black and white, but you know what I mean. That's a beginner's thing. But you're going to have to get used to landing it, Dave, because that's the aim of the game. Keep practicing. Puzzle Peanut says the Wi-Fi is per bus. Oh, that's interesting. Okay then. So when it tells me it's up for renewal, that could be for any of the 3 buses then, not particularly the one that I'm driving, I assume. One of the buses somewhere has got no Wi-Fi. Ooh, Myrtle says, what pack would you recommend to get on TSW2 first, as just starting out? I tell you, I'm gonna refer that question to Dave in the chat, because Dave is somebody else as well who's got all the DLC. I think apart from Lucerne, Dave. I think you've not got Lucerne, but I think you've got everything else. What DLC for TSW would you recommend to Myrtle as a new player? There's so many good ones. It's really difficult. Hey Patrick, yep, mate. Oh, I've just crashed there. Read the chat. Not to worry. We're not on a job yet. Yeah, I'm good. Good today. Thanks, Patrick. Yes, okay. Is it on Xbox? Yeah, it's not on Xbox One. It's only on the next gen consoles and PC. Dave said, I told you I'm hopeless with planes. I think I'm coming too fast and too high. Yeah, you'll get it, Dave. Just do a few landings, you'll get it. Yeah, I would agree with that. Oi, oi, Stephen's in. How you doing? Hey Mel, how you doing? Good to see you. I recognise you from Game Tech streams. I've seen you in there. Welcome. I think this might be the first time you've been in, so welcome to the stream. Nice to see you in. Dave says, depends if you want British Rail or German stuff or American railroads. Yeah, it is a little bit of a subjective sort of question, isn't it, really? I think, Stephen, you were saying you don't play the German routes, for example. That's not your thing. Right, this is Corelejo. Oh, that's not a good start, is it? I've done the usual already. I can't get used to what you were saying, Puzzle Peanut, about not swinging out. That's the problem. So Myrtle, if you want some British stuff, then East Coast Way, as Puzzle Peanut said, or Northern Transpennine is very good. Oh, there's so many though. Honestly, I can't. Oh, it's difficult for me to say because I'm biased towards everything, pretty much. The only ones I can tell you, the ones I don't like, which is easy. Arosa, I don't like Arosa, the Swiss one. And I don't like Oakville, which is Canada. Those are the two I don't like. Dave says, done 4 jobs and got 500 money. Oh, in Coastline Flight Simulator, yeah. Yeah, it builds up after a while, then you can start upgrading your aircraft. Farah, how are you? One more sleep. Yeah, then one more sleep. I actually have got my product key for Spirit of Steam, but because I'm on PlayStation 5, it doesn't activate until the same time as you guys tomorrow. Because, like I was saying last night, there's no early access for me. So when you guys get it, I get it as well. But I'll be straight on with it as soon as I can get it loaded up. Thanks, Melody. Yeah, I saw you subscribe. Thank you for that. We're on the way to 1,000. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. So every single one helps. So thanks for that. And let me do, while I remember, let me do the Wi-Fi. Yeah, you see, I go for this top one. 10 gig. It's not a lot, is it? 10 gig. So I've renewed that now. So we're ready to go. Let me have one last look at the chat before we set off. In fact, I'll show you guys the map as well, then you can see where we're going as well. Oh, Stephen, you get German and UK. Sorry, I thought you said you didn't play German. My bad. Dave said he turned the traffic on this down to 70. Yeah, mine's on 50. If you want to compare it, mine's on 50. As recommended by Puzzle Peanut. Stephen's getting the TSW updates to see if Rapid Transit PZB bug is fixed. Yeah, let me know on that. I haven't got Rapid Transit on there at the moment because of the DLC issue for PS5. Krazza's in. How are you doing, Krazza? Right, let me show you the map. So we're at Corelejo and we're going all the way down. All this way down to Costa Calma. So we'll see what time it is when we get to Costa Calma. See how long it takes us. There's quite a few stops along the way, but it's a good run, this one. It's worth around €8,500, this one. So it's well worth doing. Right, I think we're good to go. Let me just check we've got the destination board on. It's in this menu, isn't it? Yes, it is. 412 is the service that we're doing, just in case you want to find that in your list. So Myrtle, you're gonna check it out, and yeah, as I was saying the other night, if you're looking at Train Sim World DLC, oh, this guy's gonna move the minute I try and move, isn't he? If you're looking at Train Sim World DLCs and you're not quite sure which one you want to go for, definitely have a look back at the channel because I've pretty much covered every DLC so far for Train Sim World, so there'll be something on there you can have a look at. Oh, there goes the lamppost. One day I'm going to crack that. And the council won't be after me. So Kraz is still choosing. Yeah, I remember you saying Krazzy yesterday, yeah. Dave says, can you put waypoints on the map? You mean in this game, or are you talking about the flight simulator, Dave? I don't think you can in the flight simulator, no. It's another nice day in Fuerteventura, isn't it? I feel like I want to go there now after playing this so much, to be honest. Steven said PZB is fixed, but your time with TSW2 is at an end? The performance since they added rush hour passengers to the preserved routes is awful. This is the PS4 version, it's running on a PS5. Right, yeah, so I can't comment on that because I haven't run the PS4 version for a long time. I think the answer's staring you in the face though, Stephen. You need to get on the PS5 version. I'm assuming you've got both installed, have you? And you mean you keep flicking back to the PS4 version? I assume though you've got a lot of money tied up in TSW for all the DLCs to just completely abandon it though. Maybe just have a break for a little while. Just come back to it. Puzzle Peanut says, Steam, when you're starting out, you're hardcore. Well, that's called being thrown in at the deep end, that, Puzzle Peanut. You know, you see it on TV where they throw babies in the swimming pool and they immediately start swimming. It's that kind of thing. Maybe not as severe as that, but you know what I mean. Melody says, what's the most picturesque DLC you've played? For Train Sim World, do you mean, Mel, or do you just mean generally? If it's Train Sim World, well, that's a good question. I think out of all the questions I've had about Train Sim World, I've definitely not had that one. I'll have a think about that, unless you mean generally. Kraz has unlocked the shuttles for this game, and it's bugged. Yeah, I haven't had much success with the shuttle stuff either at the moment. Reaper says, how many buggy parts have I discovered so far? I think about 3. They're not easy to find though, are they? You've got to go walk, if you're not using a guide, you've got to go walking around and traipsing through the bushes and all sorts to try and find them. They're not in your face, are they? Stephen, won't have the PS5 version until the DLC limit is fixed. Yeah, I understand that, yeah. I thought it might be that as well. There's a lot of people doing the same thing, as I understand it. Yeah, TSW. Right, so what's the most picturesque in TSW? Oh, it's just... that's so difficult. I mean, I don't like Arosa. But that's the way the trains drive. It's just the route is a little bit boring. But as looks-wise, apart from those dodgy-looking mountains in places, it's actually a very nice looking route. I think Horseshoe Curve's very recent, isn't it? I think Horseshoe Curve's quite nice, to be honest. It's a very good question, Mel. I'll sort of I'll take some time to think about that one properly. I think. I know you play. I think you play TSW, Mel, as I understand. I think I remember from the Game Tech streams. Have you got a particular favourite yourself? So Cressa says Spirit Steam. Gonna have a look tomorrow. Oh, do you know, I can't read chat and do that. We need more straight roads on this island. I mean, you guys know now there's going to be a few crashes. You were joking about it the other night, so yeah, I'm not too worried. You know what kind of a driver I am. Let me get back to the chat in a second when I get up here. What were you saying, Kreza? Spirit Steam. Gonna have a look tomorrow. Not deciding yet. You're not that keen on steam trains. It might convince you once you've seen it actually properly. You might be interested in just driving them though, even though if you're not a fan of steam trains themselves. You know what I mean? You might just feel like you want to drive a steam train, and then you might get into them a little bit more. Steven says shuttle's not bugged. Oh, sorry, no, it's you, Kreza. Kreza says shuttles are not bugged. It's the one hotel you can't unlock. Right, I'm not sure I know about that one. Oh, look at me, all over the place. Reaper says a lot of hints lying around that are not that hard to find. Yeah, so you're on about the buggy parts, aren't you, Reaper? I haven't gone looking for them specifically yet, but I have, as I said, I have got 2 or 3. I'm assuming you can drive that buggy around, can you then, once you've got all the parts together? I'm assuming that's the aim of that. Come on, come on, come on. It's better. Right, we've got to stop here, then I can catch up with chat. Quite a few people waiting, which is good. We'll let these guys on. Yeah, so Dave, yeah, you did ask me that. Can you put waypoints in this game? I think you can put a waypoint. I don't think you can put several along the route so that you can go from one place to another on your way down somewhere, if you know what I mean. I think you can only put a kind of final destination on it, from what I've seen. Good evening, SNCF, how are you? Puzzle Peanut says Horseshoe Curve is great if you like handling very long trains. Yeah, it is a challenge. It's a challenge coming down the hill like Sandpatch is, definitely. Mel started TSW, not long bought it on PS5, so need to start buying the DLCs now. Yeah, wait for the sales, Mel. There's loads of sales, as you know. You know, you don't have to buy everything at full price. It's always coming up in the sale. That would be my advice. Right, let's get the doors closed. The rush hour stuff is good. I know Stephen's got some problems with London Commuter, but London Commuter is very good. We need to put a caption on the channel. Tintin likes a long run. because I say it every time. And London Commuter allows you to have a long run, which I quite like. It's a pity there's not a lot more freight services than there are. I think there's only a couple on London Commuter, but you can of course add your own with Scenario Planner, so it's not too much of a problem. But actual timetabled freight services, there's just a couple, and they of course will take you from just A to B with no stopping, which is quite nice on a busy route like that. Chris says, what level are you on tourist bus? 6 or 7, I want to say. Where does it tell me? Does it tell me somewhere on here? Is it in the skill points? Yeah, there you go, 7. 7 I am at the moment. Yeah, I get you, Stephen. Yeah, I know you're keen on the performance side of most games, aren't you? I know you look at that quite closely. Dave says, I want to drive on that road you've just gone down, but no bus stops on it. Well, no, yeah, you're right, there isn't any bus stops. It probably would have stopped me there, wouldn't it? But you've driven down it though, haven't you? Are you saying you've not driven down that road at all? You can make money on this Krazer fairly easily. I mean, this one I'm doing is 8.5 grand. I think you've to be sensible with the starting money that you get. So I'm trying to not take out any loans if I can help it. And I'm just working with the money that I started with, so I'm just getting bus by bus as I go, not trying to get a fleet going straight away. I think that's the mistake you can make, because all your money can just get blown. Because you've all your insurance to pay for and all that kind of stuff, so, you know, repairs, etc, etc. It's not just buying the bus. You've got the wages of the drivers, of course. You've also got their apartment rentals. None of my drivers actually have got... when you look for your drivers and the employees, you can buy them without rentals. I'm not making sense, am I? You can buy drivers, and you just pay them a weekly or monthly wage, and then some of them though also have an accommodation fee on the bottom. And so far, the 3 drivers that I've got, I just pay them the weekly wage. I don't pay the accommodation. But I'm assuming once I run out of drivers to buy that, or hire, not buy, wrong terminology. Once I run out of drivers to hire that just want a weekly wage, then I'm going to have to dip into that. And I think that's where the accommodation stuff comes in, and I've not really investigated that yet. I don't really understand yet what that accommodation thing's all about. I'm assuming you can buy up different apartment blocks and then you can rent them out to your drivers or something like that. I don't really get it at this point. I'm not that far into it yet. Now the thing is, right, did I just miss a stop just then? Oh no, it's round the other side. It was weird because on the mini-map I could see a stop right next to me, but it doesn't want me to stop there. Thanks everybody for coming in though. I think we've got 25 in at the moment, which is excellent. Please leave me a like if you don't mind. And we're nearly up at 800 subs, which is awesome, absolutely awesome. So if you haven't subbed, please consider giving me a sub, because that will really help me. This is the stop it wanted me to do. Let's get everybody on. We'll have a look outside. This is one of the buses, if you saw the video the other day, this is one of the buses that I took up to the paint shop and just paid the 2,000 just to have this livery, which I call the fake TUI livery. I think the badge on the side is the same as TUI, the travel agent, but they've obviously called it EA just so they don't get sued, I bet. So Mel, you've been playing ETS2 in VR. Oh wow, I bet it's good in VR, yeah. Krezza, you don't understand the apartments thing as well. As I said, I'm not really up on that yet. I need to take some time to try to understand that. You've driven down that road, Dave, but you can't make a route down it in the sand patch. You mean like the sandbox? You've been doing too much Train Sim World. I understand. Yeah, I know what you mean. I tried to force the bus down there in free play. If you go back and look at those videos, and I couldn't quite do it. I think you can come in the other way, up from the airport, but not going south. You can't do that. Just try going north instead. Just skipping down. Myrtle said, had a problem with mechanics saying they'd be there at a certain time, not doing the work. I think that's to do with the quality of the mechanic that you hire. Puzzle Peanut was telling us there is a, when you look at the employees, there's a rating so much out of 100. If you have a look at that, and the higher you get out of 100, the more reliable they are. And one of my mechanics, well, I've got one mechanic now actually, and my mechanic said he would have a bus repaired at a certain date and time, and that date and time came and went, and I had to wait another 2 days, I think, to get the bus back, and that was because of his reliability. So it makes sense now why you should get somebody with better reliability when you first hire them, but obviously they're a bit more expensive. Also, that is it with the apartments, Puzzle Peanut. That's how it works, is it? So I kind of guessed correctly. Alright, good. I may not have to do as much research as I thought then, which is good. Yeah, thanks Stephen. Everyone give me a like if you're there. Presuming you're liking it, that is. It's no good liking it if you don't like it. That makes sense. Hey Chris, how are you? Welcome back in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And Ace Darkside is here. Welcome back, Ace Darkside from the US. Last night on the road stream, when I said I wouldn't be back tonight with a live stream, I didn't lie to you. I just changed my mind. I was just in the mood, really. So I just flicked it on, and I thought if you guys were around, you'll jump in. If not, I know you'll always watch the replay, so it's all good. So if you have just come in, we're on our way down to Costa Calma, so we're going all the way down the east side of the island tonight on this one. I don't know, Krezza, what my favourite bus is so far, because I haven't had a chance yet to really drive all of them. This is the MAN Intercity R62, I think it is. And this one's quite nice. I'm thinking about the DLCs. Yeah, I'll just have a look and see, you know, whether I think it's worth it or not. let's get back up on the open road. Adam, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Good to see you. This game is the best game. Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty good. Dave says, how did you get rid of the SMS thing to carry on with the career? I kind of didn't. So, at the end of that video I did, where I was asking you guys, how the heck can I repair this bus? I couldn't repair it, so I kind of ignored it. And I just took a job after that. I took an order and just tried to run it. I ran the order no problem. Talking to Puzzle Peanut, you meant to get a message then saying you failed to repair the bus. But I think it didn't know I was meant to repair it in the first place, so I didn't get that. I didn't get any kind of penalty or any message or anything. The SMS thing just went. I looked on the map. The broken bus symbol also disappeared, so it kind of just righted itself. But it's definitely bugged for me, because you saw that video. I ended up at the bus, but it didn't register that. It didn't let me repair it at all. And a couple of other people in the comments also told me they had the same thing, so I'm assuming it's going to be patched at some point, but it wasn't great because I held off for a little bit thinking it was broken. I don't resave the game in case I mess something up, you know. I didn't want to lose the progress. But hey Nigel, how are you? Thanks for coming in. It says Nigel says good evening. Want to get a PS5 just so you can play this? Yes, it's quite a good game. I quite like it, Nigel, to be honest. And if you get your PS5, of course, there's lots of other good stuff you can play as well as this. I bet the devs would love to know that you were considering getting a PS5 just to play this. I think they'd consider that a win, to be honest. It's just quite relaxing, isn't it? All these games are quite relaxing. That's why I'm playing a lot of them. And nobody mention Lawn Mowing Simulator to me, because I know you're all going to say, "Oh yeah, that's relaxing as well." I know all about that. You guys don't talk about anything else. Right, let's get these guys picked up. I'll have a quick look what you guys are saying. Chris says we love you crashing. This is the place. This is the place to come, Chris. You're going to see plenty of that, as you know. The repair bill on these buses is costing me an arm and a leg, to be honest. I'm pretty good, thanks, Chris. Yeah, yep. Kresa says, why don't you do shuttles? I've done shuttles. I've done shuttles on the live stream, but it messed up for me. I'll go back to it off stream first and just see if it's working properly. I've been quite enjoying doing these longer routes, to be honest, which is a big part of the reason. Mel, you did a route yesterday. I never had a single passenger. Not sure if I've done something wrong or whether it's bugged. Did you set the destination board here? Because I know if you don't set that, the passengers don't get on. I can't think of anything else though. Ace Dark said, guess what, Tintin? Remember I said if I have a perfect route and on the roads, I will quit playing it. But did you get one? Oh, you did get one. I'm just looking down the chat. Nice. That didn't take you long then, did it? You were only saying that last night, that you've not had a perfect run, and then you get one straight away. That's not bad at all, that. Yeah, Chris is giving me the strong arm about Lawn Mowing Sim. You might have missed it at the beginning of the stream, but I did mention that actually just today I've been having a conversation with Skyhook about lawn mowing sim, so watch this space, and that's all I'm saying. But I'm hoping I can shut you up, you guys. But lawn mowing sim's not for Dave. He looks boring. No, we're not having. Right, don't start on about Goat Simulator again. I'm not having that. I'm gonna put that in the rude word list, and the chatbot will throw it out. There's no way we're having Goat Simulator. Kreza, what's wrong with shuttles? I tried one. I couldn't get the list to scroll on the left hand side, even though I could tell it was meant to scroll. And I know you're meant to be able to see who you're picking up by what it says above the head, I think. And I still didn't get it right, so I didn't try it again. I'll go back to it though. Yeah, just double check it, Mel. I think it could be that. I can't think of anything else. And I only know that because there's been a few comments asking the same thing. They get to the first stop and there's no passengers. Oh, and what Stephen says as well. Yeah, that could be another thing. Rick Star, how are you? Thanks for coming in. I do love this game, but can't play it at the moment. There's no sound at all on the Xbox. That's a strange one. Right, I don't know the answer to that one, to be honest. I don't know if anybody else in the chat has got any ideas. Mel's also voting for lawn mowing sim. Krazer's mentioned the band phrase. Actually, Ace Darkside has just reminded me, so this morning, after last night's trucking stream, I think Stephen, you were mentioning about by getting an additional trailer on the back of that container truck, I could obviously double the money by taking 2 of those containers. I actually messed about with it this morning. I didn't do that. What I did in the end was I actually bought the trailer that lets you carry 2 of those containers all in one go. So it's one trailer, lets you carry 2 containers. I actually bought that one. I did one run in that and got 42,000 or something like that. And I assigned the other trailer to one of my other drivers, so he's off doing that as well. So yeah, thanks for that advice. I took a slight variation of what you said. So next time we do on the road, I'll probably use that trailer. If I do miss any of your comments, I apologise. Sometimes when I'm concentrating, I don't want to crash. I don't want to crash too much, or Chris will start pulling my leg. So I'm trying to keep my eye on the road a little bit as well, as so I might miss a few. Yeah, so you get A-Stock side, you're getting into the sort of business side of on the road now. Employing drivers, changing the trucks around, the trailers, etc. Yeah, it's quite good from that respect. I mean, Rickstar, I mean, you've tried the obvious, haven't you? It's not in the settings anywhere where you've knocked the sound down. I know you will have checked all that stuff. I'm just trying to think what it could be. Especially if you've reinstalled the game, it seems a bit odd. Yeah, Myrtle, you could give that a try. Because you're on PS5. We haven't got any other. Well, I don't think we've got another good trucking simulator. We don't really count Truck Driver because it's pretty pants. We've all played it and it's not that good. So on the road's a good option, yeah. And I don't know if you've got a wheel, but as we were talking about last night, the wheel support is all done for on the road. We're just waiting for it to be released. So there's another good reason to pick it up there. If you want a wheel, that is. I tell you one thing I don't like so much in this game, if I'm being honest, is certain times of day, can you see to the left hand side of the cab, the flash in there? Which I know is meant to be sort of the sunlight. See, it's gone away now, it depends what angle you're at to the sun. But I find that a little bit distracting. It's not doing it right now, but you'll see in a second once I get a certain angle to the sun. There it goes again, see, it's starting to flash. I'm not really keen on that so much. yeah, Mel's saying that because Mel's got access to other truck sims, and probably compared to those, yeah, it's probably terrible. But if you want to, if you're on console and you want to go trucking, you've got limited options, especially on PlayStation. You definitely have. But it's like I said, Myrtle, about the TSW DLCs. Always have a look at people's streams and videos first. We've got plenty on this channel you can have a look at, just in case of making your own mind up, really, isn't it? It's not quite try before you buy, but at least you can get somebody else showing it to you without you having to spend money. Puzzle Peanut, you're level 40. Oh god, look at that. Who put that lamppost there? That's a classic, you better clip that one. Look at that lamppost going. Look at that. That's me reading chat. I should know better. You know this is not my favourite area of the map as well, this. We're going to have some fun in a second. You can clip that one. I was saying that Puzzle Peanut is Xbox level 14. No problems with the sound yet. 14, that's pretty mean going, that, Puzzle Peanut. You did it on purpose to me, Puzzle Peanut. I know what you were doing. You've just got Chris in hysterics now. That's exactly what I was trying to avoid. And we haven't even gone round this bend yet. My favourite bend is coming up. Farrah's sneaked in there as well. He's laughing at the back. Yeah, let it begin. Yeah, thanks Myrtle for that, yeah. I'm pleased if the videos make a difference. Right, here we go. Are you ready for this? Watch out for the bollards. Right, I'm going to swing it. I'm going to not take Puzzle Peanuts advice, and I'm going to swing it. I'm looking in the mirror at them barriers. Right, if he stays where he is, come on. Oh, see, the barriers have gone. Go on, Chris, do your worst. This bend, you can clip this bend from every single stream that I've done. And look at these guys. Look at these guys, they're all at it. Now he's going to block me in. I'm going to get past him quick before he blocks me in. Yeah, you can clip that bend from every single stream that I've done, and it's the same result every single time. And sometimes here, I take out a table and chairs. There's a table and chairs there on the right, and I usually take that out as well. That coffee shop there on the right has got a distinct downfall in business since I've been playing this game, because nobody dares sit outside there. Look at this guy. What's he doing? Did you see that? It's not just me, you know. These are the AI. These are programmed to know what they're doing. They have no excuse. It's alright, because I know you guys are crashing as well on that bend. You just don't show me the videos. Right, so let me get onto here. We'll just double check the map. We're not that far away actually from the end of the first leg, so let's just have a look. Let me zoom out. So we're going to Costa Calma, so we've only really got to go down here. Are we calling in at... where's my favourite place? Oh no, there it is. Esquinzo. This gets me every time as well, as you know, and we're not going there today, so that's good. So I'll try not to embarrass myself any further. The only good thing about this, Chris, when I smash the buses up, it's my company that's paying for them to be repaired, so I can't blame anybody else apart from myself. Yeah, the thing is, Chris, it could be adaptive AI. So there might be a bit of instruction there in the code that says follow the real player, player 1, mimic said driving conditions, and rechain yourself. And obviously now they've all started crashing. Right, this is another junction that gets me as well. Because I start going and somebody tears past me. Right, we're clear on the right. Let's go. Did all right there. This is the stop in the middle of nowhere where I always wonder where they've been. I always wonder what there is to visit out here. There's a secret route there. You can bypass... Right, where is the route that you're talking about? Because somebody else mentioned this to me. Let me come down here. So how'd you get... Where's the... I'm assuming it's secret because there's a road somewhere. So on this map, where does the road go down? Because I only know this way down. Is there somewhere up here that you can come down? There's a dirt road on the left, just after the roundabout and before the snake road. If you don't feel like snake... Right. Just before the roundabout. So on this side, on the left, is it sort of like here? I think it was Jaffa that was telling me about that actually, and I couldn't find it. Right, I'm going to check that out then. Just after the junction. It's not on the map. Right. Thank you for that. I will check that out because if I can help it, I'm not going down that road anymore. For obvious reasons. Stephen, it's brilliant to have enjoyed Rapid Transit again with the Talent 2. It's way too quiet. I might have to reinstall it and just have a look. Kreza says, have you got the underground mine container? No, I haven't, because I think the last time I went to the mines, I couldn't get down the elevator because I wasn't the right level. I wasn't high enough to use the elevator. Now I am. So I couldn't get into the mines really as such at that point. So I just need to go back and take a look. Thanks for all the tips on the dirt road going down there. I'm going to try that. So we've got 30 people in, which is great. Hope everyone's giving me a thumbs up, because that will make a massive difference. Means more people will know about it, and then next time we run one, there'll be more people in, which is always good. So thanks for that. The thing is, right, in this game, if you think you're a terrible driver, you just need to come into these streams and just watch me, and you'll go out thinking you're a saint. It's going alright, SNCF, thank you. Yeah, just a day in, so not bad. Tomorrow I will be streaming the Spirit of Steam, which I'm quite looking forward to. Well, I'm quite looking forward to it, but at the same time, I'm a little bit nervous actually, because I'm going to be doing it on stream for the very first time, and as I've said before, I've never driven a steam train before at all. There's a lot of things to get right to get the thing moving. So I know that Dovetail have put out a video this afternoon. It's about a 10-minute video showing the different bits and pieces in the cab and how to get the thing going and how to brake properly. So I might watch that a couple of times tonight, but I'm going to be as new to that, even though I'm a Dovetail ambassador, I'm going to be as new to that as you guys are, because I haven't had any kind of early access. So, but what I hope it does show is that if you're planning to pick it up and you're a little bit apprehensive about will you be able to do it or not, you'll be able to see how I do it, and then you'll think, well, I'm going to be better than that guy anyway, so I'm gonna give it a go. He's a Dovetail ambassador and he can't get the thing going. Chris says, are you drunk? I wish I was, Chris. That might be later tonight. Yeah, SNCF says, just think nobody's watching. Many people use that. Yeah. Right, let's get the doors closed. Dave's saying try that dirt road, then I'll know where it is. It's not on the route though, Dave. It's not on this route this time. That's the issue. I would have done if it was on the route. Right, come on. Is he gonna come out? let's try this. Are you ready, Chris? Are you ready? Ah, there's nobody there, you see. It works when nobody's there. Don't text or chat when you drive. Yeah. Thing is, I want to talk to you guys though, so that's a difficult one. Definitely good advice in real life. Right. Let's get back up to the roundabout. This is a nice area of the map. I always say this when we get here. That view's great. £60km/h the speed limit is there around this bend. Crazy. Chris says at least I can't crash a train. Well, I don't know yet whether or not you haven't seen me pull into Lime Street yet. So tomorrow, if we've got to stop at Lime Street, as you know, is the end of the line, so there's buffers there. So I wouldn't say that yet until you've seen me pull into Lime Street. It will be really good on a wheel, this game. I mean, I'm just using the controller, and the way you can swing it around these roundabouts just with the controller feels quite good. So I can imagine what it would be like using a wheel. This is La Lajita. Here's our stop. Historic side. It's Fuerteventura in the Canary Islands, so it's a real map. Yeah, Melody's answered there as well. Yeah. Preza has a question. Why do employees not want to work? You try and assign them to an order, but they're blanked out. Is it because they're already on another job, or off sick, or something like that? Oh, and Puzzle Peanut says you have to drive the route first. That was like the original bus sim, wasn't it? You had to drive the route first before you could assign it to a driver. Yeah, Rick Starr says the same thing. Dave says getting out of Lime Street will be bad. A 1 in a 90 incline. It is, yeah, up to Edge Hill. You're right. Yeah. I thought it would be, Mel. I think all these games will be good on a wheel. I presume you get some kind of you get vibration, do you, through the wheel as well, like you do on the controller. this is La Lajita that we're about to leave. How do you know if employees are ill? Just go to your employee tab on the mobile phone thing. I think it gives you the status of each one in there. Yeah, force feedback, yeah, like weight, yeah, that's what I meant, that kind of thing, yeah. Yeah, Mel, some people have asked me, does the bus have a radio? I didn't know the answer to that. I've not been able to see it, but then I did see a couple of videos on the PC version and I saw they were playing a radio. I don't know why they would leave that out, to be honest. Unless that's another performance thing, but then again, you know, these are next-gen consoles, so they should be able to run anything the PC version can run. Because we were talking about the rain on the windscreen, about how from the driver's position when it's raining, you don't need to use the wipers because the rain doesn't appear. It does from the outside, it doesn't appear from the inside. And on the Discord, the TML guys were saying that's probably a performance thing which was torn down for the consoles, but it doesn't make sense to me because the rain works perfectly in Train Sim World, for example. In fact, it's very, very good in Train Sim World. Yeah, it could be licensing Puzzle Peanut, yeah, for the music. But I mean, On the Road has got a radio as well, hasn't it? It's the same 5 songs on a loop, but it's got a radio. It's got issues with audio at the moment. Right. Just the answer to that, Kreza, just watch those videos that we've done. Oh, I hate it when it does this. You know, you try to change the view, and you just scroll through the 6 different views. Yeah, just Melody says no again. Just well, yeah, you could follow Mel's advice, of course, but just watch some video on it and decide whether it's your type of thing. You know, we've said it before, haven't we? It's all about how much money these things cost and whether you think it's value for money. You'll get playability out of it. So have a look at the videos and see, especially on the live streams, because we're talking quite a bit about the game as we're going along. So you'll find out in there what people like and what they don't like about it. Hey MF, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Nice livery, yeah, this is one of the standard liveries that you can stick on there up at the paint shop. Which will cost you 2,000 of your in-game currency. But I was saying in the video I did about the the liveries. You don't see your other buses on the road, which is a bit of a shame. So if you paint all your buses in a certain livery, you'll only see that livery when you're driving it, which is a real shame. It'd be nice to be able to see the other buses. If it was in the original bus sim, they would always pass and flash the lights, etc. And you better see the liveries that you put on those, but it doesn't do that in this. Alexander, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. I don't know what steering wheels will be supported. Maybe somebody else knows that. But it's for PlayStation certainly the wheel support is still coming. Thanks Mel, thanks for coming in. Yep, see you tomorrow. Right. Let's get the doors shut. Anyone tell me how long I've been streaming now? I can't just see it from where I am. No, there aren't any. You can't see your own buses, Dave. No, definitely not. You can't. There is the static ones at the airport, you're right. "77 minutes. Right. I'll do about another 20 minutes, I think I can do. Let's just see how we get on. We'll start the return journey, so let's just check the map. So we're going all the way back, doing the return journey all the way up this side. Let's just see how we get on for time. Too short. Yeah, this one's kind of a bonus stream because I didn't plan to do this one, so I thought we'd just see how we get on. Oh, I discovered a hotel. I must not have been around there before. The Hotel Costa Calma. Many of you know Costa Calma is my favourite name in this game, for some reason. And to think it's a real place as well is pretty cool. Let's get the doors open. Alexander says, is that a new route? This one is, I'll tell you what this route is. Let's look at the orders. The one that I'm doing is line 412, Corelejo to Costa Calma. That's the one that I'm doing. €8,380, so it's a big one. Right, let's get the doors closed. Puzzle Peanut likes La Lajita. It's like the old Madonna song, isn't it? La Isla Bonita. I'm showing my age now. Everyone likes Madonna, right? without looking. Perfect. Right, back up onto the main carriageway. What time is it on the in-game clock? 12 minutes past 7 at night. Come on, Stephen, you know who that is. He's winding me up again. Hey Sean, how are you? Sean says, when do you think we'll get an update for PS5? The TML people haven't got a clue, it looks like, on the Discord. It's with Sony, and it's literally just waiting with them, so it's a bit frustrating, really. Yeah, Rick, it would be good as multiplayer, actually. I think that could probably work, couldn't it? Dave says, can't put the sun blinds down in this game. You can, can't you? I don't think I've tried it. Remind me at the next stop, if I don't remember. I'll have a look. Back down to La Lajita, Puzzle Peanut's favourite town. Yeah, I thought the sunblinds worked. I think I have tried them at some point. I'll just test it in a second. It's in the menus. Look at that, navigating La Lajita with skill. Tintin sours the Atmos with a Madonna reference. Puzzle Peanut, he's got it in his head now. Right, let's look for these sunblinds. Which menu is it in? Is it this one? No, that's the sunblinds. Down. Oh, you got to hold it down. There it goes. There it goes. So just hold it down, Dave. And back up again. Yeah, there you go. It is actually a good point, that, Chris, isn't it? Yeah, you suddenly hear the engine when the doors are open. And likewise, it goes quiet again. Alexander's going to go on tourist bus. Don't you find that sometimes when you're watching somebody, you know, on YouTube or Twitch, wherever it is, and they've got a game that you've actually got? you turn your console off or whatever, and you sit there and you think, right, I'm going to watch this on YouTube now and have a cup of tea or something stronger or whatever it is. And then they start playing it, you think, oh, it makes me want to play this. You get your console switched back on again. Maybe it's just me. I've done that a few times. Or you could be like Stephen, who watches the stream, like last night, and is actually playing along at the same time, which is pretty good. The public is safe, yeah, in La Lajita, yeah. We haven't got to the main one yet, of course. My favourite junction will be coming up imminently. The one with the crowd barriers. All I can hope is it's early evening. I'm hoping some of the people have gone home for the night. So me swinging out a little bit on these roads is not just my usual terrible driving. That's me trying to hold one finger on the brake and use the left thumbstick at the same time. So you've got your thumb and your forefinger going at the same time, which is sometimes a bit tricky going downhill on a turn in this game. Yeah, so Sean, you do that all the time, yeah. Everybody's waiting for me, Puzzle Peanut says. Well, we're about to find out. Definitely, Sean. So, we were talking about that earlier. I'll be streaming that tomorrow during the day, so if you want to pop in, jump in and have a quick look. It's going to be much the same vibe as this stream, as long as Chris doesn't turn up to try and wind me up. Oh look, it's starting already, look. Starting. Oh, it's gone already. Now I'm taking out the umbrella. Oh, here we go again, look. Oh, dear me. I need to take... Oh, now the roadside's going. Right, come on, you can all have a good laugh now. What's funny is the comedy crashing sound as well. You know, the old broken glass sort of... like you're watching an episode of Bottom or something. You know, like where he gets hit with the frying pan and it overdoes the sound. Yeah, see, Rick Star knows the score. The corners are so tight in this game, to be fair. I'm voting for Rick Star. And the other thing I should do, of course, now is put the lights on. Right, are you ready? Ah, nobody was there for a change. That's quite nice. I like the lighting in the town. I've said this before, but you know, in the town there was like that orangey sort of street light effect in the town, which I quite like. I think that's quite well done. I like, now look up on this hill there to the left. You can see like you know, like the evening sort of sun just touching the top of the hills there, just on the left, which is pretty nice. They could make it one way, couldn't they, Dave? That would be cheating, wouldn't it? You guys wouldn't have any entertainment then. Yeah, we've all try not to tip the bus. I haven't actually done that yet. I have actually, I think it might have been on a stream. Came down a hill, over like a little humpback sort of hill, and turned it into a barrier and spun it round. I've not turned it, but I've not turned it over, but I've definitely spun it. They're definitely, some of these bends are definitely this tight in real life, Rickstore. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been anywhere to any of these Canary Islands, but if you do your airport transfer in one of these coaches, I don't know how some of them get around the bends. So there's definitely some skill to it in real life. Yeah, a dynamic slider, Stephen, would be quite a good idea. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Puzzle Pin says check what you're doing in the third person and then check in the first person. Yeah, sometimes I do that. Yeah, I have done that. Dave's gone off a cliff. I keep telling you, Dave, you need to learn how to save the videos. So if you're crashing in Coastline Flight Simulator, and then you're going off a cliff in this, you're way more entertaining than I could ever be. So you need to get those videos made. Everybody is dying to see these. I think Dave must have been trying to find that dirt track you were telling me about, and instead took a wrong turning off the roundabout and went straight off the edge. I bet that was some mean insurance payout, wasn't it? It must have been a write-off, Dave. What happened after that? Did it just place you back on the road, or did it give you any kind of message that you completely wrecked the bus and needed to pay, you know, 30,000 or whatever it is? There was no barrier and took the bend too fast. Yeah, I'll still keep doing my thing, yeah. You guys keep giving me advice all the time and I always forget. I mean, the only thing I purposely did, you might remember, way back when we first started streaming this, I did try to take a running jump off the jetty there, down at the harbour, if you remember, and I did manage to jump off, but it pinged me back up onto the pier, which was quite funny. Just as I hit the water, I pinged back up again. I haven't tried to drive off in a vehicle though. Right, are you ready for this? We are approaching Bend Zero, as we're going to call it. It's fairly straightforward there, but then you get to this one, and even if you try to go right just there and come around, it's still just as difficult. Even that TT clipped the curb then. Oh, there you go, it's much better this way. I might ask the bus company if I can always do it in reverse. I seem to be able to do it that way. It crashed the game, did it, Dave? It probably didn't know what to do with you. Maybe it threw up its virtual hands at you. Something like off Rat Race. Right, on our way. Yes, it's this street lighting that I quite like. Right, is he going straight on? No, he's turning. I've got one guy waiting for me. So, as Puzzle Peanut says, get the full lock on. There we go. Pro move, yeah. Hi Mike, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Mike says, is fuel unlimited or are the fuel stations? No, you definitely have to fuel up. If you look closely you can see it there on the dashboard. But one of the views as well that you scroll through, let me try it quick while I'm on a straight. That one you can see the fuel in that view, but there are fuel stations, they're marked on the map, so you can just call in and fill up. I haven't run out of fuel though. I don't know if anybody's run out of fuel. I don't know if that's the thing. Maybe I've just been lucky so far, because I don't always keep my eye on the fuel, I must admit. Yes, the start of the day-night cycle is really nice. Oh, you did run out of fuel, Peanut, right. Maybe I've just been lucky, or I've done shorter runs or something like that. Dave, you tried to clean the car in the car wash. It didn't work, only the buses work. Yeah, I've not tried that. So what happened? Did it just not open the doors to the bus wash? So did it not even let you in there? Oh, that's interesting. So the service car comes out and gives you enough to get to the fuel station. It costs you 500. Wow. That's pretty neat though, isn't it, if it does that? Hey Jaffa, how you doing? Are you well? Yeah, the doors don't open at the bus wash, right, got you. Yeah, the car and the service car are pretty mucky, aren't they? I could understand why you would take it down there. I'm good, Jaffa, thanks very much. Yeah, can't complain. Yeah, that's true, Puzzle Peanut. It's actually called car wash, isn't it? In the game, it's a car wash. And that's one of the only things it doesn't clean. Hey David, how are you doing? Nice to see you back. David says, definitely buying this game on Wednesday. Also buying a gaming PC soon as well. Oh, let me just get round here. I'll read the rest of your message. You've caught me on a bend. Also have my Hori steering wheel ready to drive around on my Xbox Series S. Nice. Do you know, I'd not heard of that steering wheel. I'm becoming familiar now with lots of steering wheels since I've been streaming these games. And that Hori one, I've not heard of that. And it wasn't you that mentioned it the other night, was it, David? Somebody mentioned it to me. And I actually saw them today. I was in the local game shop. And I saw them there on the shelf. Oh, what's that guy? Did you see that? Straight out at the end of the road and into the side of me. I saw the Logitech G29 there on the shelf as well, and then I also saw a G29 branded in a PlayStation box as well. So do Logitech make a special edition for PlayStation? Yeah, the mirrors are flickering, aren't they? Let's hope that gets fixed, because flickering's not good, is it, for certain people? I wonder if that flickering's to do with this, you know, the night time. It does stay quite bright in the mirrors, doesn't it? Even though it's getting darker at the front, the mirrors are pretty bright. Left mirror. Oh, the left mirror had stopped flickering then, briefly. Yeah, thing is, Jeffrey, I like leaving those mirrors on, to be honest. So they need to take a look at that one. You meant the left mirror, yeah. That's kind of odd there as well, isn't it? Where the sea meets the sort of horizon. The horizon's completely black, but the sea's still quite light. I kind of like to turn those mirrors on for obvious reasons when I'm well, I still don't do it to perfection, as you know. going round the bends and having a look, you know, in the right hand mirror at the road signs, see where the road signs are, so I don't clip them. It doesn't always work, as you know, but I'm a trier. Actually not doing so bad on this return journey, are we? Because we're at Caleta de Fuste, which is right near the airport. It's getting much darker now. plenty of people waiting. There's dynamic weather on Xbox, not on PS yet. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it will suddenly start raining. I think the other night we were going along on stream and we got the thunderstorm, which I don't know if you remember. I was pretty impressed with that because I've not heard that before. You could actually hear the claps of thunder coming down the headphones, which was quite good. Manoeuvre our way out of this town. Not noticed that before. There was actually, look at those palm trees, you can see the wind effects as well, just making the trees sway. I've not noticed that before. So it's been another good stream tonight. A nice, steady attendance, which is really good to see for me personally. So thanks everybody for coming in. I have had a couple of messages that people have subbed, which is nice. I don't know how many total subs am I on now. I was on 794 before tonight's stream, so I'm nearly at 800. We've not got 4 to go. Thanks to you guys' help. Jaffa says, Tintin, what do you think of the game? I love it. I love it, Jaffa, actually, yeah. Right now as well, personally, I'm liking the kind of mix that I've got. So I can jump out of this, I can go on the road, drive trucks. I'm enjoying that a bit more now since I've actually been streaming it with you guys. I can go flying, I can drive trains, you know, I've got a pretty good mix at the moment. So I've got a bit of variety and we're simulation based. A lot of you guys want me just now to drive a lawnmower, so I won't say anything more on that for now. But no, I'm quite enjoying this. It's been really refreshing. Look at that, the runway's lit up. The control tower's flashing. $795 subs, thanks for that, Rick Star. Jeff says 1 or 2 updates in this game are 100%. Yeah, it's getting there, isn't it? It's definitely getting there. Oh, the lights on the steering wheel are the same as the MAN for on the road. Does look pretty similar, doesn't it? Yeah. I've not really noticed, to be honest. Rickstar think you should get Road Maintenance Simulator. Yes, so I initially quite enjoyed it. I think Farah, I think I'm kind of on the same lines as Farah there, really, what Farah's saying. It is okay, and it's quite interesting to play, but it gets quite repetitive fairly quickly, is the only thing I would say. There's not a lot of playability in it long term, I would say, on that. Yeah, there are planes in the sky, yeah, I noticed that. It's quite a nice touch. Yeah, you're right, Jaffa, but you know, if you've only got a PS5, for example, and you want to drive trucks, you know, I would say if you're just looking at it as a purchase, and there's two games you're interested in, irrespective of the fact that one's trucks and one's buses, if you had so much money and you can only buy one, then yeah, you would probably buy this one, wouldn't you? But if you want a trucking experience on the console, then I would say On the Road is a decent example, certainly. Oh, MF, you bought Bassmaster Fishing today. I haven't played any of those. I think Dave Melody, I don't know if you're still in the chat, Dave, I know you've played the fishing games. So fishing Barents Sea, fishing North Atlantic, where you're actually boat-based fishing, I quite like. But actually rod and line fishing, although I've done quite a bit of it in real life when I was younger, I don't fancy playing it in a game for some reason. So yeah, don't know about that. Let's turn the mirrors off. Where do we turn the mirrors off? Hang on a sec. In the options. That's not the options, that's the repair shop. The options are down here, aren't they? Let's have a look. Where's the mirrors? Someone remind me where the mirrors are. Because I've had the mirrors set up now for ages. Right, it's not in there, is it? Am I just not seeing it? Steering camera, head swinging. Hide the steering wheel, traffic density. Triangle button. Oh, is that all you do? Where is that then? Then R2 and L2. That's up and down. Is it that? No. Oh, stop flashing. That. Oh, there you go. I see what you mean. It stopped flashing now. Does that mean it's gone away? Right, what's all this stuff I've got coming up at the top now? Oh, that's it, back to normal. Right, they're not flashing, let's just try that. Let's see if that's made a difference or whether it's going to start flashing again the minute I set off. Maybe it needed recycling, like that. Let's go outside the bus for this. not flashing at the moment. Let's see what happens. I'd forgotten all about that menu, Stephen, to be honest, because I think I used it right at the beginning and I've not touched it since. I've not made any adjustments in there. It's still quite bright in the mirrors, isn't it, considering what it's like at the front. Triangle to edit the HUD and left D-pad to exit the editor. Got you. Dave also played Barrett's Seat, North Atlantic. Yeah, Stephen has as well. There's a few of us, I think. I think Puzzle Peanut has definitely played it. I do plan to do a little bit of that on the channel as well at some point. I think it's worth putting it on. Hey Venom, how are you? Good to see you. No, not yet, Venom. Not on PS5 at least. Still waiting for the aforementioned patch. Nothing yet. Nothing been seen about it. Right, so we're heading up to Corelejo. So we haven't got that far to go. Okay, he's waiting for me, so that's good. Oh, so you've still not got it Venom yet until the wheel support comes up. Yeah. I don't think you're on your own there, to be honest. Puerto del Rosario. Quite fast around these corners, to be honest. Right, so we've got another stop coming up here before we carry on down the course road. Very good night driving, Stephen. Yeah, it is. Hiya, tram driver. How you doing? Thanks for the sub, by the way. I saw that you recently subbed. Thanks very much for that. You're using a Logitech G920 on the Series X, and it's been fine. Yeah, I think it's fine, isn't it, on the Xbox? Just the PlayStation still struggling for it. It does look good at night, this. And generally, you know, when I've done the streaming, you know, in the early days, I've avoided doing the night runs, so then you can see what it looks like during the daytime. But actually, you know, you guys, if you've not got the game yet, you also do want to see what it looks like at night, don't you? So it's not all bad. So some of these longer runs, I mean, we started this run at 3 PM, if you remember. It was 3 PM on the system time. It's now 9 minutes to 10, and we're just coming up to the end. so it is a decent run, this one. It's one of the longest ones, I think. Now there is a speed camera down here somewhere, I remember. But it's great how it's got, you know, it's got the reflective road signs as well, which is nice, which is something that's only just recently come to Train Sim World with a couple of the recent DLCs. So I mean, that's nice. So you see the road signs way before you actually get to them. Oh, it's to do with drivers, is it, Stephen? For the wheel support. I did see some talk about files, yeah, but they didn't. I didn't see what files they were talking about. Wow, that was some dip right there. And the thing is as well, just talking about wheel support, I mean, the devs definitely want this sorting out quick because, you know, as Venom says, there's a lot of people holding off buying the game because the wheel support isn't properly there yet. And they, you know, they're more than aware of that, so they definitely will be trying to push it. But I think it, you know, on PlayStation, it's gone into the black hole, which is Sony. So they'll know that they're losing money though. Puzzle Peanut says, don't drive the service car at night. Why is that, Puzzle Peanut? I think I did drive it at night once to go to a broken bus. Again, it didn't work when I got there. Or the light's pretty terrible or something. Yeah, you can't see anything, that's what I thought. The lights are not the greatest on this, are they? And I've said it before, you know, driving etiquette tells me don't put full beam on. Not with traffic coming the other way. But yeah, they could be slightly better, I think. But then again, I don't know what the lights look like in real life. Don't know what the visibility is like. So we're not far from Corelejo now. Hey Seven, how are you? Oh, I remember you saying about the save game bug. It's a very, very strange one. I obviously get a lot of comments in the videos. I've not had any other comments similar to that. So I don't quite understand how you're getting that problem there, so there's a definite lessening of traffic, isn't there? Whether it's this road or whether it's like you said, Stephen, is there some kind of dynamic traffic in the game? I don't know whether it's meant to be like this, just down this particular road, for example, or whether it's a result of it being sort of nearly 20 past 10 at night system time. So we're starting to see the lights for Corelejo, so we're nearly there. Yeah, you don't mind when there's no AI, it makes it easier. It definitely does. Especially at night like this. This is Corelejo. I'm just getting a couple of, I don't know if you can see that. I'm getting a couple of screen judders. Just occasionally, which is a bit odd, but we'll push on to this bus stop. Yeah, fast travel's definitely a bit of a problem. It's a bit temperamental, isn't it? It's like you said, Puzzle Peanut, the next time I get a broken bus I'm not going to do anything with the fast travel, just to see what happens. But just before I do anything else, because I don't like to be at the end of the route and getting this screen jumpiness, so I'm just going to save it because I don't want to lose this big run that we've done, so at least I'm kind of up to date. Here's the AI back, just when I want to make a turn. And this, ladies and gents, is our final stop. So we'll see how we did. I mean, there was quite a few crashes. Oh, the data volume is used up. Surprise, surprise. Right, so all the stops are approached, no passengers left. 76%, it's alright. 8 crashes, yeah, it's about right for me, isn't it? But 1,761 XP, which is not bad. And we've all got the 8,300 euro as well, which is good, because that all adds up. Let's just flick outside the bus. And that's going to be it, everyone, I think, for tonight. It was a really good run. Thanks for being with me again. It was a good stream. Good to chat to you all again. Didn't plan to do it, so I'm glad you guys were able to turn up and hang out with me for a little bit. Spirit of Steam's tomorrow, don't forget that. Not sure yet what time I'm starting. I'll try early on to get it installed and get it up and running. And I'll probably post something on the community tab once I know what time I'm likely to go live, so keep checking there for the messages. So if you can join, if you're able to join tomorrow, jump in. Probably do one in the morning and then probably do a separate one in the afternoon as well, so there's a couple of chances there to come and see it. Thanks again. I'll catch you on the next one. All the best. Have a good evening. Cheers, guys.